Okay, I want to sing a new song I've been learning, and dedicate it to all the missionaries out there. In the year 1732, what we know as St. Thomas, St. Croix, the Caribbean, where you go and vacation, was the West Indies. Still is the West Indies, but that's what it was called. And it was mostly occupied by slave owners and their slaves. And the slave owners had gotten together and decided that they weren't going to allow missionaries to come and evangelize on their land and to their slaves. And there were these two German young men who were called by God in the year 1732 to come and go to the West Indies. So when they started getting their stuff together, getting all their ducks in a row to go, they were told that they could not go because they would not be allowed to set foot as missionaries on the land. So, knowing that they could not just leave it, they sold themselves to a slave trader who then took them on a ship and sold them into slavery in the West Indies, where they would spend the rest of their lives. It's said that 4,650 people were saved and baptized under the ministry of these two young men. Some of the visitors that were watching the ship leave the day that they left to go become slaves for the rest of their lives said that the two young men stood at the front of the ship, and as the ship pulled out, they yelled, they shouted, "May the Lamb that was slain receive the reward for his suffering." You think about that for a second. May the Lamb that was slain receive the reward for his suffering. What was his reward? What did he suffer for? He suffered for us. He suffered for those slaves. I am his reward. You are his reward. You are his treasure. He came and he suffered. He laid down his life and fought a battle for us so that we could live in victory and one day live eternally with him.